Hey guys, Miss J's here. We are back with another video, and today we're making our cheesy sausage empanadas. Today we are doing the empanadas in celebration of National Empanada Day, which is the 12th. So we are going to cook up some cheesy sausage empanadas here, and I'm going to show you guys my ingredients. We're going to get started. So first of all, I'm going to show you my ingredients for my pie crust, or for my crust. I'm using 3 ingredients. I'm going to use some flour. I'm going to use some butter, which is 1 cup of butter, which is 2 sticks. And then I am going to use 1 8-ounce block of Philadelphia cream cheese, okay? Next, we have our sausage filling. I have 1 roll of hot sausage, 1 roll of regular sausage. I'm going to use both of these. And then I'm going to take some beef chorizo and mix in with my sausage just to give it a little bit more flavor and add a little bit more color to it. Then we have, of course, for our cheesy sausage, our sharp cheddar and our mozzarella. We got the mozzarella for that melting effect, and that sharp cheddar just to give us a little bit more pungent. And here I already have cut my onions. I have 1 whole onion here, and then I have cut up 6 sweet peppers, which if you eat sweet peppers, you know they're not extremely sweet, but they will give me a little bit more heat along with the hot sausage. So we're going to get started first with our meat filling. Get that ready, and then that way it can cool off some while we're making our dough. Okay guys, as you can see, we put our onion and our peppers in our pan with a little grapeseed oil, and we're just trying to get them a little translucent. I think we are about there. We are going to go ahead and probably drop in our meat at this point and let it cook up. Create some more juices in here. I want all of my meat out of there. Stuff is high today, y'all know that? They giving you less. So I gotta make sure I get every little bit. How y'all feel about them putting less in these packages and charging y'all the same price? That was our regular sausage. Now we're going down with our hot sausage. We are also going to add our beef chorizo in here. I feel like I got enough meat to use all of this and get the flavor I want. So yes, I am using all of it. We're just going to try to chop down our sausage, get it to brown status. I got my chorizo and my hot sausage, the regular sausage, along with my onions and bell peppers, sweet peppers. We're just gonna try to get all of this mixed together really well. Okay, I think I got it all mixed up together. And so we're gonna let this cook a while and let the meat and that chorizo marry together. It needs a little time to get that chorizo cooked down. So that's what we're gonna do, and we'll be back when it's almost ready. That's it. All you can see is I use a very few ingredients. I am going to add in here my seasonings. So we got a little garlic powder. A little onion powder. Then we got a little rosemary garlic. Y'all know I had to go back to Sam's and stock up. So these seasonings, none of these seasonings have salt in it, so I am not adding any additional salt. Just in case you guys are wondering if I was using too much or gonna make it too salty. Again, we're going to let this cook so that that chorizo and the meat can marry together, okay? All right, guys, you can see our meat is cooking. We've got more juices, which is from the chorizo. I'm gonna let it cook a little longer. All right, guys. I think we about got it where we want it. So now that we got our filling ready, I think I'm gonna put the cheese in at the same time that I make the empanadas, just so they can be in the empanadas separately instead of making this cheesy. It's still gonna be a cheesy sausage empanada. It's just that I'm putting the cheese inside the empanada instead of in this filling, okay? Because I want to still get the flavor from the meat as well as the cheese. All right, so now we're gonna get ready to move over and get our dough ready. We got our pot here. We're gonna get our oil in. I'm gonna turn the fire down on this to off. All right, guys, we are back. We have our bowl here. We are just going to take our 2 cups of flour. We're just gonna dump it in there, okay? I'm gonna set this to the side as we get ready to put our butter in. We're putting our butter in cold. So I'm going to slice it up. And you can put your cream cheese, you can have your cream cheese at room temperature. I let mine stay a little cold also so it can mix in. So it's still creamy, softened, but it's just still got a little cool touch to it, okay? So we're going to open this and go ahead and put it in our bowl also. We got our cream cheese and our flour in our bowl. I'm going to put on some gloves so that I can squish it all together and make our dough out of it. And we're going to go ahead and cut our butter. So if you've ever made dough before, my butter is not as solid because it has been out a minute, but it's cold enough. But if you've ever made dough before, you know you want your butter to be cold. So if you have warm hands, you probably want to make sure you put on some gloves also, because they will melt the butter. So we're going to take all of this and just dump it. Put that to the side. Open up our other stick of butter. We're going to add our second stick of butter in, and then we're just going to take our flour and our butter and our cream cheese. I'm going to break my cream cheese up a little bit so I can get it all around. Again, we have 2 cups of flour, 2 sticks of butter, and 1 block of cream cheese. So you just want to squeeze it into your flour just like this. And we're just going to squeeze it until we get it well incorporated into all our flour and form our dough. If you make dough, you already know how to do this and you know what consistency it needs to be. This is the recipe that I always use to make my dough. You can make any recipe that you want to make. If you have your own favorite recipe to making dough, make that. I've actually seen some people use some store-bought dough, I guess. Not the pie crust kind, but empanada dough rounds. I haven't seen those in the stores, but I've seen it on YouTube. I know some people put water in their dough, even the cream cheese dough. I'm not adding any water. Some people use salt. I am not adding any salt. And as you can see, our moisture has soaked up in our flour. I'm going to keep kneading it here for a little bit just to make sure we got all the cream cheese and the butter mixed. I'm going to get a little flour put on my table, and then I'm going to knead some more there. You don't want to over knead it. All you want to do is you're just trying to make sure all of your cream cheese and your butter is well incorporated. And that's it. There's our dough. We're going to leave this flour on the table as we get ready to make our rounds. So we have our empanada dough crimper here. We got us a little plate to place our empanadas so they can get ready to go into the fryer. So I'm just going to pinch some dough here. Roll it. You don't have to do this. You can pinch the dough, put it on here, and just go to town. I'm just going to roll it out. Got my little rolling pin here. We just want to roll it out to make sure it's about the size of our empanada press. Don't want to roll it too thin. Just testing. All right, that's good enough. So we're going to get our filling and our cheese, and then we're going to work as we go. We got our spoon for our meat filling. And we're just going to take a little meat, 1 tablespoon, and we're going to go down with a pinch of cheese. Got our water to help seal our edges. And then we're going to close our empanada up, fold it, pinch, and take the extra dough off, put it back in there. And there we go. Just trying to make sure my seal in the back. Now to make sure that you don't have that split at the back, you want to make sure that you put your pie crust in here or your dough in here loosely. Okay. Going down with another heaping tablespoon. Another pinch of cheese. Water our ends. There we go. So when you pinch it together, you don't split the back. Okay guys, we got our empanadas ready. We got our grease going. And we're gonna get ready to drop it in there. All right, here we go with our first empanada. That one down. Put that one down. We'll go with those 2 for now. Just let them fry up. Just want to get that crust golden brown. Everything else is done. All right, guys, as you can see, our crust is a nice golden brown. That's the way we want it. Let it cool on our drying rack. Get our other one out. And we're gonna go down with a few more. One. There's two. All right, guys. Here are our empanadas. All nice and golden brown. We have, I don't have any sour cream, but I have a little peach salsa. We're just gonna put that on the top. We're gonna dust it with a little cilantro here. And that's it. There are our cheesy sausage empanadas. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave us a comment. If you haven't subscribed, please go and subscribe. And we will see you guys in the next video.